After years of planning and research, my time has come at last. Project Masterman is a reality. History shall record that Dr. Arnim Zola was the first to unlock the secrets of the human genome, and thus my immortality is assured. Using the blood of my benefactor, Johann Schmidt, I will replicate and surpass the work of the traitor Abraham Erskine. The Americans believe they have created a perfect human specimen in their precious super soldier. They are fools. The perfection of the human body is a false goal. What does it profit us to perfect something inherently limited? No. To truly evolve, we must improve upon it. Herr Schall has secured a remote research facility and outfitted it with Hydra forces for my protection and assistance. The Schall has also honored me with the loan of the Tesseract Cube to aid in my research. Under his supervision, of course. He will not be disappointed. I shall work tirelessly until I have unlocked Erskine's secrets and taken them to places he never imagined, or perhaps feared to tread. It is my goal, my purpose, my destiny. The obvious place to begin is with the common foot soldier. Small genetic alterations make them more resilient, but the true breakthrough is a faster synaptic response between the eye and the brain. These men are capable of acquiring a target and firing with 100% accuracy 3 times more quickly than the average human. This increase in combat speed allows for them to be outfitted with both close and long-range ballistic weaponry. Security personnel are equipped with light armor and a shotgun for close-range skirmishing. Snipers forego armor for a long-range eye-mounted scope and a high-powered semi-automatic rifle. These enhancements to conventional troop warfare represent a mere stepping stone towards far more ambitious plans. Still, one must begin somewhere. Further study of the American super soldier has led to a grand departure from my prior approach. This Captain America, as their propaganda machine calls him, approaches combat without the use of a firearm. I now understand why. The average enemy soldier is well trained in ballistics, but woefully unprepared for hand-to-hand combat. It is this weakness I shall exploit. A heavy dose of the enhancement serum leaves our subjects resilient, strong, and nearly suicidal with rage. I have outfitted them with high-powered stun batons that output 900 kilovolts with lethal amperage on contact. Protected by a compact ballistic shield, my troops can swarm entrenched enemy positions and engage in close-quarter combat. Once the distance is closed, the enemy has little chance against these deadly, unfamiliar weapons. To increase survival rates during initial swarming charges, my foot soldiers will require long-range support. With the power of the cube, I have modified the classic flamethrower to integrate a high-powered plasma output. It launches a stream of superheated plasma so powerful that it vaporizes the air around it, creating a nearly perfect beam of scorching gas. To assist in situations where targets are not within the line of sight, a rocket-propelled grenade launcher has been fitted to the weapon. For long-term use of this heavy equipment in the field, dramatic genetic strength enhancement proved necessary. The alterations have had some unexpected side effects. The subjects are prone to violent psychosis and sadistic urges. Of course, these personality flaws are of little concern in non-leadership personnel, and in combat can often be quite desirable. Our excavations of the tunnels beneath the castle create the need for demolition and removal of heavy debris. To this end, I have perfected the first successful grafting of mechanical apparatus onto the human body. Using the cube, I have developed a pneumatic jackhammer arm and attached it to heavily augmented soldiers. A targeted lobotomy removes the traditional psychotic side effects, keeping these workers calm and pliable. It also results in a total removal of any compassion, making the subjects ideal for handling prisoners. We have outfitted them with riot shields for crowd control. This mingling of flesh and machine intrigues me. Perhaps the future of evolution lies not within, but outside of fragile forms. I may revisit some of my early experiments in mechanical design, explore the possibilities further. The brain is a fascinating puzzle of evolution and biology. A puzzle I have now solved. By stimulating the brain with targeted electrical impulses, I have unlocked the fabled power of telekinesis. Direct connection of electrodes to the brain produces severe side effects, including seizures and violent vocal outbursts. I am planning a control mechanism for the helmet, but until it is perfected, I have made do with more conventional means of silencing the subjects. Further developed, the possibilities of this technology are endless. Mind control, remote projection of consciousness. Once the stuff of myth and legend, these things can be explained through science. It simply requires the proper genius to unlock the secrets. I had assumed the Skull's head of security was a pompous old fool, but he proved to be neither. To my great surprise, he approached me as a willing research subject. He became obsessed with a mechanical glove I designed. It was one of my first experiments with the use of the cube. The grafting was an expensive and irreversible process, but the outcome was successful. Regrettably, the procedure was too time-consuming for mass production. But von Strucker is training with the device, and should it make him as deadly as I suspect, I may revisit the matter. I have placed a most ambitious woman in charge of the cell blocks. Current mores dictate that women are delicate flowers, best used to breed the next generation of perfection. As a scholar, I know this to be nonsense. History is rife with accounts of female warriors, and I believe we have one here. At my suggestion, the rank of Madam Hydra has been awarded to this young lady. She declines genetic augmentation. Certain stereotypes, such as a woman's vanity, are after all true, but she has commissioned exotic ordnance from my labs. I was able to shrink the mechanisms of two fully automatic high-powered rifles to the size of a pair of pistols. Again, too costly for mass production, but when she made her request, I could not refuse. She shows a natural affinity for chemistry, specifically the use of toxins. The prisoners provide a ready source of test subjects for her imaginative research. I have given her leave to experiment as she wishes, provided they remain alive and healthy enough for my work. True, there have been accidents, but the sparkle in her eyes on these occasions, it's its own reward. Advances in armored ordnance have always been held back by the problem of mobility across difficult terrain. Inspired by the old-world decor of this castle, I hit upon a new approach: the modern knight in armor. The result is the first bipedal walking tank in history. A single-pilot, highly armored battlesuit. The recoil of conventional ballistics would affect the accuracy of this unit, so I took another approach. A cannon that fires concussive sound, deafening and disorienting. It wreaks havoc with the inner ear. With the target in agony, it is a simple matter for the pilot to close ranks and crush the opponent with brute force. To reflect the historic inspiration for this unit, I have dubbed it Iron Cross, a noble name for what will one day be a new force of knights, spreading the glory of Hydra throughout the world. The Red Skull has been a man obsessed, demanding further excavation into the castle foundation. It has become clear to me he seeks something specific. And he has found it. We have uncovered something monumental. At first, I thought it was some type of statue long buried and forgotten. But as more was revealed, I realized with mounting excitement that it was nothing so mundane. A gigantic mechanical humanoid, constructed in a forgotten age, forged from materials I cannot identify. It is inactive, sleeping in its stony prison. But with the power of the cube, I hope to wake it. Under my command, a creature such as this would dominate any conventional warfare, even alter the course of history. To this end, the Skull has authorized use of the cube, but only under his direct supervision. I eagerly await his arrival, for the hour has come round at last. Renovations of the castle complex over the past few months have proven quite fruitful.